city. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. Put the intent on, down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Check the hunt. Ready?
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check 50, check 50.
They'll run it with Madison, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with the former Bearcat, Mike Boone. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Vikings.
First down, here's Cousins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Third down.
Now this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Mike, watch the run, watch the run.
To throw is Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. McManus's point after is good. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. It's complete to Snead. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They run with Murray, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Switch. Check three. Match box. Right.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins looking middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tend the mic.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
Let's take it inside his own 40. And 9 yards there on the return. Following a punt of 47. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready up.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, receiver.
To throw, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Demario Davis there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
3rd and 15.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it complete to Harris. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And Diggs has it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And the Vikings first down.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Quit talking about it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Cook. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check, 20. 6 yards. And wound up. And what's the block? Kill. Let's go. Put it right.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. It's brought in by Harris. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Ready. 50 flag. Check 55 to Mike. Be a long day for you.
From the 36, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check back. Gotta work. 5-5-5. Check pass. Check pass.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And Murray's still down. Maybe shaking up that go-around. Let's hope he's all right. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tight end left. 3 down. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Going on the ground with Madison. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Check. Walk 54. Tighten up. Pull it together.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long for Cousins. Now he's forced out right. It's complete to Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. Now, the objective there, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, 32, let's 10.
They'll run on first down. Boom. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Going to run with Madison again, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Another carry now for Madison, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Saints take over first. Come on now, let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Mike Hughes. He's got daylight. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Throwing here, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on fourth and goal. Now Cousins on fourth down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Saints will have the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter, Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, they pick up win number 7 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. Thank
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the dance. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Keep the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, that you see in my warriors. Guaranteed be emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash,